Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with a new video on Punishing Grey Ravens. So this will probably be my last video until the game comes out. So I believe in about 5 hours the game will be coming out. So for the UK time it will be opening at 3 AM, so stay tuned for that. Not really too sure about the rest of the world and what time is opening for them, but yeah, I will be awake at 3 o'clock to go over some guides as well as some other tips I have for you guys. But in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is making a beginner's guide, what you guys should be doing when you start the game, what not to be doing, and how to progress in this game. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Punishing Grey Raven. Let's get to 10k subscribers. At 10k subscribers I will be doing a giveaway, so definitely stay tuned for that. Okay, let's get right into the video. So first of all, what you want to do is go over to the story. So when you start the game, you have to go through some tutorial stage or some story stage. You complete this stage over here and then you will go over to the summoning section. If I go over to there right now, you go over to these R and D research and you summon. Oh, right now there is going to be a special summon. I'm not really too sure if that's going to remain the same when it officially comes out. So this will probably be the same banner that will be out for the global version, but what you want to do when you start the game is go over to this beginner exclusive benefits and do your first multi over here. As you can see, I've already done 2 multis already, but yeah, do your first multi over here. If you get an S character, great. If you get an A character, great. Just use whatever character you get, or you can carry on using the same team they give you. Now at the start of the game gives you 3 characters. So if you go over to members, each one of those characters are useful. You can go ahead and use them. So you will get Liv over here. She is going to be a B rank. She is at A rank right now because I upgraded her further, but you will get Liv over here, and you will also get this character as well, Nanami, and then you will always get this attacker as well. So as you can see, your team is basically filled by now. So you get your support character, you get your attacker, and now you have your tank. It's a must have for you guys to have as tank in your team as well as supporter and then your attacker. If you guys want to progress in this game, you want to progress through stages, have one of each people. So my Liv over here is going to be the supporter character. She is a healer. I use her sometimes for damage dealing a little bit because she is a ranged character, so it's a lot safer to use her. I actually don't use this character to give us, but she is great if you want to use the character to give you. If you did summon and you managed to get your own attacker that you want to go ahead and use, go ahead and do that. I prefer ranged characters, especially at the start, because it's much more simpler and easier to use in terms of you are further away from the target or the enemy, and you're able to notice subtle movements from the boss so that you're aware that they're about to attack, so you can dodge out the way very, very quickly. So that's why I like a ranger character. So you can go ahead and pick up Bianca. She is free for after you log in for 7 days, you will get her for free, but I really like ranged characters. I believe Lee is also a ranged character. Go ahead and use him as your attacker. But yeah, that's how you're going to build your team: 1 attacker, 1 support, and 1 tank. So I definitely recommend you guys to all build Liv. Now let's say you did your summon, you've done your 4 multis, and you managed to get your first S character. So let's say you managed to do your 4 multis, or you got lucky and you got your S character the first multi. Let's say your first S character is this Liv over here. Go ahead and use her. You don't need to use the B Liv that they give you, but I would definitely recommend you to always have Liv in your team, whether it's the A version, whether it's the B version or the S version. Have Liv in your team. She is a great supporter, she is a healer, and she does range damage, which is perfectly fine. Also have a tank. Now it would be perfect for you guys to actually have Nanami as a tank. Go ahead and use her. The reason is, if you go over to the mission, go over to the novice mission over here, as you can see, they give you a 5-star weapon for Nanami. You can go ahead and use this, and now she'll be your perfect tank. So this 5-star weapon you can go ahead and use, and it'll be great to use. So therefore they give you resources to go ahead and work on Nanami as your tank. So I have been playing on this server for a couple of days now, so I don't actually have Nanami as my tank, just because I didn't really think of putting her in it, because usually I just use my Liv or I use this character over here and it works perfectly fine. But definitely recommend you guys to use your tank over there. Now, I know a lot of people are going to pick your own tank. For example, what's his name over here? Kazumi? No, Kamui. So yeah, Kamui. People will probably go ahead and pick Kamui. He is a very, very good tank. So instead of using Nanami, I guess you can go ahead and use Kamui and it will work fine for you as well. So yeah, go ahead, use Liv. Go ahead, challenge all this stuff. Try and push as far as you can, because then you will be able to unlock some of those resources. Go ahead, play every single one of those resources. So let's say you are stuck in certain stages, or you just want to dump your stamina, go over to these resources over here. This is a perfect place to dump your stamina. The best place I would recommend is either cogs, skill points to level up your character. I don't think you might need I don't think you will need any XP for construct, but you can go ahead and pick that up as well. Use your stamina in here. Now, a quick note as well is if you go over to my members right now, I made a mistake on this account. So if you go over to this 5-star memories, do not fully upgrade them. Don't spend too much time upgrading this 5-star relics. Now, I know some of the stages will recommend you a higher BP, but you probably don't reach that, so you decide to go over to this section and start working on the 5-star memories or 4-star memories. I do not recommend it. I made a mistake. I went ahead and started focusing on the 5-star memories, or no, I didn't work on the 4 stars. I only worked on 5 stars. Don't go hard on it. Don't invest too much on the 5-star, because sooner or later you will unlock the 6-star memories and you can go ahead and use that instead. So yeah, don't make that mistake like I did, and then yeah, you should be fine. Don't really worry about the recommended BP as well. You can still go ahead and beat some of the stages. I find it easier to use Liv or any ranged character, so I actually hope I get Bianca in my account when I go ahead and do the global rerolling. Well, I don't recommend you guys to reroll, but if you do go ahead and reroll, it's going to be like really depressing if you think about it, because if you go over to the rates, where is the research, the rates is only 0.4%. It is not recommended. 0.5, sorry, it is not recommended to reroll if you guys are trying to push your luck. Yeah, 0.5%. yeah, the rates are not on your side. You might be re-rolling for a very long time just to get a account with a S character, so not recommended. Just use any of the characters you get given. In this game, any character that you have are worthwhile using and working on. Also, a quick note, when global opens up, you need to focus on your daily missions. Go ahead and do this, because this is where you can also get some XP to level up your account, because to level up your construct or your characters, your level for your account is very important. So if you go over to my construct right now, to go over to live, it says the max level I can get her is 80, but if you try to do that, you're going to notice that you can only get her to level 32. So you definitely want to push your overall account level higher. So by doing that, all you need to do is go ahead and work on the daily missions. But for the first day, make sure you get all the way to a 100 and you should be fine. Now, when you open up bounty missions, you can open it within 1 or 2 days of the game being out. So when you're trying to pick out your bounty mission, it's highly recommended to go ahead and pick out ones with this over here. This is summoning materials. This is amazing. So you get refreshes. I believe it's 7 times. You get enough to refresh multiple times. So go ahead, pick this one. I refreshed. As you can see, I got one with the ticket. That's great. The second one, I didn't get any. I should have refreshed multiple times, but I didn't. But the third one, I did get a summoning material. So that's what you're aiming for with the bounty missions. Quick note, make sure you go for the ones with the summoning materials. And then if you go over to the battle, go over to challenge war stuff, go over to here. This is a great way to get some black tickets, as well as understanding how to play the game. As you can see, this is basically like a guide mission. It teaches you how to do basic dodge, extreme dodge, swap dodge, and QTE. As you can see, for the first clear reward, there is some black tickets. There is a 5-star construct, which you don't really need to focus on. Like I said, don't build them too much. And some some shards. With this, there is no other rewards after getting the first clear rewards. So I will recommend you guys to go over here after completing the first clear rewards, just to go ahead and familiarize with yourself with the combat system as well, to get yourself better at dodging and all of that stuff. This is very important. I didn't make a guide going over how to perfect yourself at dodging or how to get better in the game. Go ahead and watch it. And there is a construct battle. You can go ahead and do it as well. Push content. Basically what you want to do is push content, any content that gives you some XP for your account, and then you should open up Dawn relatively soon as well, maybe first 2 days or something like that, if you push really hard. And then you go over to the Dawn, you press the character, you do pat. I think I could do it. Yes, you do. So make sure you do all of this as well. It might seem tedious a little bit, but it gives you quite a bit of resources. Go ahead and work on your Dome as well. I know it might seem tedious, but it's so worthwhile doing as well. That is all the beginner's guide I have for you guys. I will probably make a separate guide for the shop system as well, because some of the stuff, they seem nice or good to buy, but highly not recommended. So stay tuned for that. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Hope you guys are hyped for the global release, and I'm out.